after Eraserhead, I wrote a script called Ronnie Rocket. And I worked on that script in a bedroom in my parents' house. I had just gotten married for the second time, and my father, to kind of help out, bought an old house in Riverside, California, and said, Dave, you and I can fix this place up and sell it, and the profits will be yours as a wedding gift. So I went out and had a great time working with my dad fixing this house up. And each night after dinner, I'd go into this room and write 10 pages of script. And I had the whole thing idea in my head, and after 30 days, I finished Ronnie Rocket, the first screenplay. I wrote a couple of different drafts. But anyway, I then set about to try to raise money for Ronnie Rocket, but I had zero luck. My friend, Stuart Kornfeld, was helping me. And even with his help, I had zero luck. And I thought, well, even though I want to make Ronnie Rocket, I think I better try to perhaps direct somebody else's script. So I asked Stuart if he knew of any other scripts that I might direct. I called him on the phone, and he said, why, David, yes, I do know. I know of 4 different things you could direct. And he said, come to Nibbler's, and we'll have lunch, and I'll tell you. So I went there, and before we even ordered, I said, Stuart, now tell me. And he said, okay, David, the first script is a story entitled The Elephant Man. And a small bomb went off in my head. Instantly, I knew. I said, that's it. That's what I want to do. I never heard the other 3 ideas. And that started us on a journey. Stuart, me, the 2 writers, and Jonathan Sanger, we went to 5 or 6 different studios to present this idea, and were turned down everywhere. No one wants to see a film about a monster like this. So Stuart was working, and Jonathan, they were both working with Mel Brooks. But I think Stuart gave the script to Anne Bancroft. She read it and really loved it, and she was the one that gave it to Mel to read. Mel loved it, and he said, okay, the 2 writers are in. Jonathan Sanger, you're in. Stuart, you're in. But who is this guy, David Lynch? And they said, well, Mel, he is a filmmaker. He made a film called Eraserhead. And Mel said, I've never heard of it. I need to see it. And when they told me Mel needed to see Eraserhead before I was going to be accepted or not, I said, it's been nice knowing you guys. And but as it turned out, Mel saw Eraserhead one afternoon at 20th Century Fox, and I was told to come there. And I was waiting outside the theater, and as the story goes, the doors flew open after the film was over, and Mel ran toward me, embraced me, and said, you're a madman. I love you. You're in. So that was how it started.